watching the Gambian Talents promotion. Every time we always do it for you, bring you all you need to hear. It's the Gambian Talents Forum where we talk about issues affecting the society as well as issues that people don't want to talk about, but we will bring them to you. Recently, we see the Daily Observer staff, having a protest against their MD, saying that he needs to resign. Anyway, as the Wolof will say, today we are here with the Managing Director of Daily Observer. I'm your presenter, Fatou Samba is my name. And Mr. Mbowe, greetings to you.
Greetings, Fatou.
All right. Mr. Mbowe, recently we had that on Monday, the people of Daily Observer, especially the staff of Daily Observer, claimed that you need to resign with immediate effect. Were you aware of that protest?
Thank you very much, Fatou. Nothing but the truth, so help me God. Yes, Fatou, I was aware because they wrote a letter to me, and Mr. Modou Mbowe said he is my editor-in-chief. I was aware.
You were aware. Okay, all of a sudden, we saw your car, as people claim you were running. Is that true?
No, I was not running. I was not succumbing to the idea of talking to them outside the building. I gave them the practice of us communicating, because I have an open door policy and also open-minded policy, whereby we can talk about any issue whatsoever between the company, inside the building. We have a conference hall. That's why we normally do our general meetings and management meeting in my office. So I think if there was anything of that concern, of that nature, it should have been done inside the building. They could have called me and say, MD, come on, we want to meet with you, and this is what we wanted. They can present whatever they present to me, and I will act like I used to do.
But as the MD of Daily Observer, I think if they write to you or a statement, I think you can also tell them, why not, before doing all of this, why not you come and then we talk as a family?
Well, there was nobody to talk to anyway. Everybody was outside. Only the secretary came and give me a letter. This is for you. By the time I opened the letter, 2 reporters stormed into my office. Oh, we want to interview you. I said, interview about what? He said, well, about what your staff is saying. I just said, I don't even know what my staff is saying. You met with the secretary at the door. I don't even know the content of the letter. So how can I answer to your questions? So if you give me time to go through it, then we can talk. Then before giving any media any chance at the time, I felt it was important for me to talk to my staff first, because that's the norm. That's what I used to do with them since I assumed it was on the 19th of December.
All right, you heard it from him. But Mr. Mbowe, is it true that you came to work with a bodyguard the next day, just after the protest? We saw on Facebook that a gentleman on your face, we saw a gentleman next to you on that day. Who was he, and was he your bodyguard?
That young man is my son, my first son.
Okay.
Pa Modou Mbowe.
Okay.
Because my driver was part of the protest, so I brought him over to drive me. I don't need a bodyguard. During the political impasse, I think that was the time when people were fleeing the country. I did not have a bodyguard. And I was here, I was publishing, I was managing Observer, managing my staff, calming them down, calming the situations. Even during the time of the state of emergency, I was here, and I'm still here. So I don't think the staff calling for me to resign, which they don't have any right to do so, will scare me to be bringing my son as a bodyguard. No.
Why are you not scared?
I am not scared.
Why?
I am the least scared.
Why?
Because I haven't done anything wrong. I have not done anything wrong. If not, I have been spoiling my staff. I gave them what no other manager gave them at Observer.
Oh,
like open door policy. You can walk into my office virtually and empty your heart out. Or we can sit down in a meeting, in a general meeting, or a staff meeting, and you just unleash any anger that is in you, and it will be accepted. Because I am not leading animals, I'm not leading the trees, I'm leading them. So I have to find out what is it that is going through in their minds and hearts. Because I want my TOR, part of my TOR is to galvanize them, to make them find their comfort zone and be able to work effectively. That is my responsibility as a manager. So I need to know what is deep inside in their hearts. So of course, I gave them that open-minded policy, whereby you can air your grievances, you can have a suggestions. It has happened times more than many, and we've come to conclusions, constructive and conclusive conclusions, whereby I acted on what they want. Because they came to me and we had a meeting, and everything was talked about between ourselves. Then we come up with the final solutions.
All right, thank you very much. Your staff also claimed that you suspend Mr. Bojang, the then accountant, and replace him with your dad. Can you tell us about that?
Well, Mr. Bojang, yes, he was suspended. Yes, he was suspended for 2 weeks.
Why?
It was a professional misconduct, and it is something that if anybody, even my editor-in-chief, if he acted so, I was suspended him, because it was a professional malpractice, and that, I don't entertain cancer to grow. If I see it anywhere coming, I put a stop to it. It's part of the disciplinary measures. So that's why I did that. I did not do that to bring my father in. I did that as a disciplinary measure. My father coming to the company was not even my idea.
Whose idea?
It was James Campbell's idea, who is the accountant, who is the deputy for Bojang. He appealed to me. He invited me for a discussion and poured his heart out. I called my editor-in-chief, I called Mariato, who is his deputy, the editor-in-chief. I called, Yunus, who is the marketing manager and admin manager, and find out from them and consult with them, because I don't take any decisions really without my top management. I always do. So when I contacted them, everybody was in the affirmative. They all agree to the fact that what James suggested, to bring an experienced man who was the financial controller of USAID from 1986. For a period of 4 good years, I think that man is very much capable of handling our accounts. In the process, whilst Bojang was serving his suspension, he will revamp our accounts department, which was the major concern of everybody working at Observer. I have every staff who came to me and complained about Mr. Bojang. I'm on camera. I don't lie to nobody.
You guys are listening.
Oh yes,
that's
me. Every staff, including my security, they came to me and complained about Mr. Bojang, about our accounts department, including Maria Tungom, including every single one of them. Okay. Every single one of them, including even Modou himself. But then, I don't take actions as to sack him or to do anything. What I suspended him based on the professional misconduct that he did, not what people are telling me. What people were telling me. So if I let him go, any junior staff who did what he did, I will not be able to discipline that person, because of course the $1 million question will be, oh, Mr. Bojang did it and you didn't do nothing. Why me? That's why I suspended him for 2 weeks. And he's still the financial controller up to this minute I'm talking to you.
And why is your dad?
My dad is gone. He was contracted. He was not employed. He was contracted.
And how much were you paying your dad?
No, his contract was $20,000.
$20,000.
His contract, that was his contract, right? As the financial controller, because Mr. Bojang is paid $30,000. Mr. Bojang himself, and still he is paid $30,000. You understand? Mariatu, the deputy editor, is paid $20,000. My deputy editor-in-chief, Momodu Sedi, is paid $25,000.
Why is it that your staff say you and Momodu Sedi should resign? Why?
But it's a question that they need to tell me, because I don't know why.
On the statement, I think they wrote that?
Well, they said that, my negotiation with Jare, it caused him more harm than good. I don't see that. Nobody saw it. Because Jare, Maria Tungom was there when we had a meeting with them, the initial meeting, with Bojang was there, the financial controller, and it was the three of us that went there for the very first time that we assumed office. It was in January, early part of January. We went there because, according to my handing-over notes, I realized that we owe GRA 17 million. So I never wait for GRA to come to us or write to us. I went to GRA.
You went to GRA?
I went to GRA. That's how bold I am. I went to GRA with my team and said, listen guys, we want to sort this out. I found this from my handing-over notes, and really I want to deal with this issue. Can we find this payment, a realistic payment plan that we can honor? Jare told us at the time that we can pay them $500,000 a month. That was not realistic. That is still not realistic. So I did not agree to that, because if I did agree to that, we will not be able to honor it. Then we will default. That will also going to put us in a funny position. So that meeting was not conclusive, because they insist that we pay them 500,000 a month. The other meeting that we had with them, that was the day that they closed us for 2 weeks. They were asking 30% of the 17 million, which is 5.1 million. We don't have that money. And they said, before we can come to any payment plan agreement, we have to pay the 30%. We said to them, no, we don't have the money. What we can do right now is we can have a payment plan that stretched for 20 years, because the debt was accumulated for over a decade. So if the debt is accumulated over a decade, of course we can find a payment plan that will take at least twice more than that. Twice that. So that whatever amount we're going to agree with, it's going to be realistic, and also it's going to be affordable. By the same token, we will be able to honor that, so that we will not default. Because in the event that we default, then they can take any further action. But they never agreed to that. They said, no, we have to pay them 30% of the 17 million, which is 5.1 million, which, observer, if you give us even a year to accumulate that cash, we will not be able to do so. Considering our 105 staff we have to pay on a monthly basis, which is $470,000.
Including the freelancers.
Including the freelancers. 19 freelancers.
19. There it goes. This is the man, Pa Modou Mbowe. He is here to clear the air on all the things that people were saying about him, especially the staff of Daily Observer. You're listening to the Gambian Talents Forum. Mr. Mbowe, you did mention of other people's salary. We want to know your salary.
My salary is 35,000 gross, but net is like 24,000. Gross is 35, because my account, my financial controller, is $30,000 gross.
And you were making Observer. You were making money at Observer.
No, I don't make money at Observer, because I'm the last person to be paid.
Oh.
I'm always the last person to be paid. I don't take money from Observer. I don't need it. I want to revamp Observer. I want to change Observer. I even go to the extent of going into negotiation with GAM Housing to get to provide land for each and every staff of Daily Observer. Right now, that's in process. The closure is the reason why we put an eyes to it. But inshallah ta'ala, I am still going to pursue that, to give every single one of them a plot of land. And we want to call that estate Observer Estate, because I don't want to be family to them only at Observer. I want us to be family outside Observer as well. This, we had a meeting with it. We have top management meeting about it. Every single one of them embraced the idea. Every single one of them, including the one that are so-called protesting.
All right, there it goes. Mr. Mbowe, one of your staff also claimed that you told them to chill out. If things go bad, it only affects them, but not you, because you have a UK visa and you can go there anytime. Did you say that to them?
I did not have any word with any staff since they start this Observer has decided thing. I did not communicate with any staff, let alone to be telling them that. Maybe they are quoting one of the meetings that we had before to tell them which is the truth. I'm not lying. I have a dual citizenship. I live in England for 23 years. I have a daughter who was born in England. So of course, if I happen to lose the job, I know a one-way ticket. I don't need. I've never worked never worked for a government. I only work at Nusrat High School as a PE teacher from 1991 academic. I work for myself. I've never worked for government. I've never worked for nobody. I've been working for myself. In the Gambia here. When I went to UK, that was a different kettle of fish, because that's a foreign country. You have to get jobs, whatever odd jobs or whatever jobs you'll do, just to accumulate that wealth that you went to look for. But really, I have never said that during this period. I didn't talk, I never speak to them during the period, because they are avoiding me, because they know for a fact that I don't respond to threats. I don't respond to side talks, which I told them times more than many during our meetings, our general meetings. I actually encourage them to. We have a suggestion book where you can write your suggestions, your complaints, everything. Sign it, write your name and sign it. Then we can review it at the end of the day to see who to say what. I think I have been spoiling my staff enough, which they never had from any of the 15 managers that have ever come to Observer.
That's what he said it should be. Anyway, there is the man. He said it, not me. Anyway, Mr. Mbowe, your staff also complained about not receiving salary for the past 3 months.
3 months?
Yes.
No. Maybe you'll say 2 months. Yeah, May salary, everybody got their May salaries. It is only June salary and July, which is ending, on. So really, I don't know where they come up with that 3 months, and there is a very genuine reason for that. We have a closure. They close us for 2 weeks. A print medium, you can only make money when you are in operation. If you are not in operation, you cannot make money.
But Observer have been making money for the past years. So
past years,
yes.
I did not inherit that. I inherit debts.
Oh, okay.
I inherit debts,
right?
I inherit debts, not only GRA, Social Security, $1.1 million. Ali Katra, $220,000. Pro Graphics, $300,000 for printing Observer Light. Equa Energy for petrol, $300,000, right? And the list goes on. I can give you all the list. And they are coming. We are paying. My management is paying them. We are not only about to pay them, we are paying them. This is what we are doing. That's why we are not making money. When I came into office, our both accounts were in red. We have to take overdraft from Trust Bank, to pay salaries for December salary, because I assume office on the 19th of December. So through overdraft, that's how we paid December salary, January salary as well, including February. Then March we were on our own, start making money, properly, because at least then we are in motion. The marketing department also because remember companies owe us as well to the tune of $3 million. So our marketing staff, they are working tirelessly, just to recover that money. But we find it very stiff at this point in time, because everybody is complaining, especially with the change of government. The government departments, they are all complaining. They are all, giving us excuses.
Were your own self getting paid at that time?
Which time?
Like the salary, other people were not having salary for the past 2 months. Were you having?
During the time of the closure, half of the staff were paid already. So it was left the other half of the staff to be paid after when we resume operation.
Okay.
So the little monies that the marketing brought in, that's the one we paid the rest of the staff. So right now we don't owe nobody any May salary. We owe everybody June and July ending Monday.
Okay.
So virtually you can say 2 months. Yes, right. And it was as a result of the closure. Because if you look at it this way, what company would like to do business with with a newspaper that is shut down as a result of that? People, they will be shying away. Yeah, companies were about to come on board, and but because of this, they have to take their business somewhere else.
All right, Mr. Mo, we also learned that the Daily Observer only have one operating vehicle at the moment. Apparently, all the 2 other vehicles are sold. Is that true?
Sold?
Yes.
Whoa, sold?
Yes.
Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge. When I came to Observer, only one vehicle was working. That is Observer 1. Observer 2, I took it out from the garage, because Observer 4 and 6, they were parking in the courtyard, in our backyard. Observer 5, which was a dilapidated car, we all agree as a top management, that we need to sell that car, at least to use that money for something else. Yes, we did. We sold the car to Haji Silla. Haji Silla, he is a businessman. He sells computers and accessories. At the time, we need computers. Mariatu, deputy editor, needed a computer. Bojang, financial controller, needed a computer. Ali Sise, sports editor, needed a computer. My secretary needed one. Myself, I needed one as the managing director, because my computer that was supposed to be mine, the manager who was there prior to my employment took it away. So I never claimed for it or anything. I just leave it like that. Leave the sleeping dog lie, because I don't want to be chasing somebody just for telephones and
Mr. Mo, are you telling us there are a lot of things that people don't know about Observer?
Absolutely. I will tell you everything that you need to know. This is life. I don't lie to nobody. I don't lie to nobody. I will tell you exactly what you want to know. Ask me any question and I will answer.
But actually, as the managing...
Let me finish the 2 cars that you are talking about. Right. That was the only car actually. We have 3 cars right now in the garage, at Saja's garage. 3. Observer 4, Observer 6 and Observer 2. Observer 2, Musa Ndao was using Observer 2 as an editor. I gave him the car to use because he was designated to at office of the president. So I don't want him to have any kind of delayance in terms of responding to the needs of the office of the president. So I gave him Observer 2. Musa Ndau used Observer 2 on the day of his wedding and hit the bottom plate and spoiled it. So he phoned me and he told me exactly what transpired. I said to him, well, yeah, we have a garage that we use, that is Sajo, take it to Sajo, let him fix it. So he took the car to, Musa Ndau is the one who took the car to the garage. Since then I don't see the car, he's still in the garage. I asked him to go and do a follow-up of what we need to do in order to get the car back. He never. And he is the very one who is always complaining about Observer cars. And he is the one who was using the car. Nobody was using Observer 2 during my tenure apart from Musa Ndau. Even the drivers, they don't drive it. He drove it himself up till the end, up till the time that, he spoiled the bottom plate. He's the one who spoiled the car. And we have a bill of $8,000 to pay. I did not even charge him for that. I said to him, take it to the garage and we will fix it. Because I am giving them a special treatment. That's why I said to you earlier on, I spoiled them. I gave them something that they never had during the past 14 managers. That's the reason why, they fool him to just come and say, yeah, Observer has decided. Observer has decided for what? Observer is not a political party. They never voted me to be a managing director. They don't even know me. Most of them, they don't even know me.
We will come to that. We will come to you. Anyway, this is getting interesting. The man is hot, but I am hotter than him because this is my platform, Pa Modou. This is not yours, so I have to control. Anyway, you get it. This is how I always like it. I always want to see people active doing their thing. Here it goes. What happened between Daily Observer and GRA? Were they jealous of the institution, or did Observer actually owe GRA?
Observer actually owe GRA. We owe them 17 million, yes, because it is an accumulated tax that Observer did not pay, right? During the time of Sedi, Modou Mbowe, who is currently the editor-in-chief, when he was the managing director from 2012 to 2014, Sedi had an agreement with them, payment plan. He was paying during that period. All respect to Sedi. Yes, the staff can attest to that. But after he is gone, no other manager never paid. So the debt continued to accumulate. Don't ask me why GRA never took any stance at that time. The stance that they're taking now, why they never took it, to minimize it. Because why do they have to leave the debt to accumulate up to 17 million when it's not payable? Why now? Why didn't they do it, then when the debt was, 1 million to 100,000? That would have been easily to pay. But they left it till 17 million and now they're telling us, yes, we have to pay 30%. Yes, we will, but we don't have the money in cash. We can pay it by installment. And that's how we can do it. That's how we can honor and, something that is realistic. This is what we put in on the table for them. But they rejected it. They rejected our proposal and they wrote to me and summoned us to court. And we are going to court with them on Monday, inshallah, 11 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
So you look out for that.
On Monday, 11 o'clock.
31st of July.
Observer is going to court with GRA. It's going to be interesting. We will surely bring you that.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Pa Modou, what is your achievement at the Daily Observer? What achievements have you made?
Right now, within the
since you started.
Since I started, anyway, it will be very tough to be blowing on my own horn. But I mean, I am dealing with the areas that I found there in Observer. I did not find anything that was palatable. I found debts, like I told you, Ali Kadra, modern stationery, pro graphics, social security. You just name it. It's just debts all over. So there are people are coming in and out the office requesting their money because they know that it's a new management. You understand what I'm saying? So I am not actually planning to pay them. I am actually paying them in installments. Even Mr. Sise, who used to supply us with consumables, Observer owe him 70,000. He have to come to the office. I gave him 70,000 in post-dated checks, 10,000 each for every month. Right? So virtually, I am paying somebody else's debt that I inherited, just like the government, current government, inheriting debt from the previous government, and they are dealing with it. And people are so patient with them, giving the fact that they are a new government and this is what they inherited. And that's what I was expecting from my staff. To say that, listen, let's give this man a chance. Within 6 months, it cannot be a quick fix. It can't be. Because if at all it was a quick fix, right now, the government of today would have made Gambia a paradise. But no, they are finding out things, finding out ways to deal with things, going to court, settling debts that they inherited, trying to put things in place, forming their staff, because of course you have to go through the forming stage, then you have to storm, then you have to norm, then perform. Right? And this is the stage we are. We are in the storming stage right now, because I don't need to form the staff. I found them there already, 104 of them. I made it 105. Right? So of course, we are in this storming stage right now. We need to storm before we norm and start performing. That I know as a manager. Every manager knows that, because these are the 4 principles of business: forming, storming, norming, and performing. Right now we are in the storming stage. That's what we're going through. I know that. That's why I'm dealing with it. And I'm dealing with it head on. I took the bull by the horn. I am not intimidated in any way. I am not, threatened in any way. Because like I told you, I was here during the political impasse. That's when I even assumed office, 19th of December.
We will come to that. We will come to that. Let's go to Pa Modou Mbowe as an APRC supporter. He is a fan of APRC, a big supporter for that being the case. Pa Modou will support APRC all over the way. How did Pa Modou become a member of the APRC party? We want to know, how did Pa Modou become a member of the APRC party?
Well, I don't think, I just became a party member like anybody else. Well, I joined APRC like everybody. How they join parties. Well, yeah, Fatou, yes, I joined the APRC like everybody else, like how they join parties. I was okay with the manifesto when I read it in 1997. I read the manifesto. Well, when I read the manifesto in 1997, that was my first holiday. It was nothing to do with President Jammeh or anything. I didn't know him. I still don't know him. Maybe
you want to tell me, Pa Modou, after taking all breaths for President Jammeh, you don't know President Jammeh?
I don't.
You never talked to him face-à-face?
Well, yes, we did during rallies. Not going to State House to meet him or Kanilai to sit down with him and have a 5 minutes.
Did he give you money?
I swear to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I swear on the life of my kids, President Jammeh have never given me any butut. The only thing that President Jammeh ever gave us was asol for the group that came from the diaspora for the campaign. He asked me at Banjul rally, the last day of the rally, whether we have our asobi. I said no. He called on the security and asked him to give us the amount that we need. That is what President Jammeh have ever given me. I've never asked for it. I've never applied for a job. I've never done anything. In fact, I was facilitating. I was facilitating the part of the activities of the APRC. I was using my own resources because that's what I believe. If I am part of anything, I participate in it
Fully.
No, I don't do halves. Ask my wife; she will tell you. I don't do halves. I go all out. I go outright. If I cannot do it full, I don't do half. I'm not haphazard person. I go out all the way or not. Right? So right now we are not in politics. Right now I am not interested in politics. Right now what I'm interested in is to do my job. That is to take Observer where it is to where it's supposed to go. That is my responsibility. That's what I'm doing, leaving right now. I'm not leaving APRC. I'm not leaving UDP. I'm not leaving any party because we are not in politics. This time right now for us to roll our sleeves and get prepared to get our hands dirty to take this country where it's supposed to be.
But Pa Modou, I have been following Observer lately. We have been seeing Observer then. Every day it's President Jammeh did this, President Jammeh launches this project and all of that. But all of a sudden, Observer changed to be an opposition paper. Is it so?
Well, it's not like an opposition paper because it's not like an opposition paper. It's an independent paper. We are just being independent. We are just showing people what is going on here in this country.
Were you not seeing what was going on in this country before?
No, I was not the managing director then. I couldn't say anything about that. I can only say everything from 19th of December to date. But prior to that, I don't know. I don't even want to know because I don't even, Observer was the list of, I swear to God, I never even thought of Observer. Well, I do have interviews with them here and there, you know, regarding my projects that I used to do and stuff. But you know, but it's not like I was looking to be the managing director of Observer. If I have to apply for a job in the Gambia, that would not be to be a managing director of the Observer. No.
All right, Mr. Pa Modou Mbowe, Yaya Jammeh is gone, and we see a lot of folks who support him cross-carpet to the team coalition. But you still seem to be loyal to the APRC party. Why?
How do you know that?
Pa Modou, we haven't seen your posts on Facebook.
Since when?
Since after the political inquiry.
After the inquiry?
Yeah, after the inquiry. Yeah, we have been seeing all of those things, but we have not seen you into supporting the new government and so. A lot of people cross-carpet, you know. A lot of people are now into this.
I am not a lot of people.
Why? What is so special about APRC?
No, you didn't hear me. Maybe you're not hearing me. You're not listening to me, Fat.
I'm listening.
No, because if you're listening to me right now, I'm saying, I am not interested in politics right now. What I am interested in is to roll my sleeve and make Observer a better company than it is.
Pa Modou, let us be honest to one another. Pa Modou, every day, Pa Modou's Facebook is like APRC best. When nobody dares to put an APRC t-shirt, Pa Modou will wear APRC t-shirt. Are you afraid of Yaya Jammeh that he will harm you? That's why you are still outside politics. If Jammeh was here, you would still be in politics. You know?
No, I will not be in politics. I will still be neutral, honestly, because Observer is a company. It's not a political thing. It's not a party. It's a company. It's a limited company. You know, a non-profit making money. So I need my energies and strength, you know, to be invested into Observer, making it a better company than I found it. So I'm not interested in politics. There's no elections coming on. There's nothing that's going on right now for me to be switching allegiance or to be showing my APRC-ness. No, I don't right now.
Are you still APRC?
Right, listen, right now I'm not interested in politics. I am not. I'm genuinely not interested in politics. Nobody have never seen me in any rallies or anything. I am just doing a job and focusing my energy on that.
Alright, you're the one asking whether Pa Modou is still APRC. He said he's not into politics for now. Let's wait and see what will be Pa Modou's next agenda. Anyway, who is the owner of Daily Observer as we speak now? I want to know who is the owner of Daily Observer.
Well, like I've been answering that question, we have that here now as a paper from the courts.
In the matter of the Attorney General and Alhaji Yahya Jammeh notice and order of court. Okay. So Jammeh is
now
still?
I can say that because I have a paper to prove it. Then I couldn't say it because I never had any paper to show me that Yaya Jammeh owns Observer. I don't lie. I say things that I can prove. The reason why I'm answering that question is because I even brought this food because Augusto Pond, who is our receiver right now, he brought this to the office today. We had a meeting with him today.
Tell us about your meeting with Augustine Sprung.
Well, they came to do some findings, and the findings is all about, you know, our mode of operations, you know, our accounts department, you know, our marketing team, you know, how we are making monies, how we're using monies, and you know, they are coming to assist us, you know, to be able to settle down in terms of our debts, you know, and control our accounts, you know, to make sure that, you know, we're doing, you know, everything right, which was commissioned by the government, which we really appreciate, because at least that way we will be more responsible, if I may say. We are responsible as of now, but we will be more responsible given the fact that, you know, Augusto Pond and Associates, they are our receiver now.
All right. A lot of people are thinking Augustine Sprung will be the new managing director. Are you still the managing director?
Well, you see Observer One.
Yeah, I'm still with Observer One, but I don't even know.
Well, who's driving Observer One? Of course, it's the managing director. I am still the managing. I'm going to be the managing director until the courts rule that, you know, Pa Modou Mbowe, you are no longer going to be the managing director. I will be, whether people like it or not, because I was not voted into office. I was appointed.
Okay, tell us, how were you appointed as the MD of Observer?
I was appointed through the office of the president. I had a letter, which you know, I was called by the secretary of cabinet at the time, which was Adama Ngom, and you know, she told me that, you know, you have a letter. So I went to the office, you know, her office, and you know, she gave me the letter of employment. At that time, I don't think there was no anybody, any Gambian who, in their frame of mind, will dare to start questioning, why, who appoints me or that. No, I was just excited that, I'm coming, somebody trusted me, to revamp or to give my input on the Daily Observer.
Pa Modou Mbowe is my guest today to tell us about how he felt with some of his staff protesting that he should not be their MD, as well as Mamadou Seydi, who is the editor-in-chief. Mr. Mbowe, you took over the institution at a very critical moment when the country was fragile. What were you thinking about? I mean, during the political impasse, when Yaya Jammeh's mandate has ended, what makes you to accept the offer? Did you know that you were not going to stay at the office for so long?
Fatou, I never see Yaya Jammeh in whatever I'm doing. I always see myself as a patriotic citizen who have been even sacrificing prior to Yaya Jammeh coming to office. I am 49 years old. I will be 50 in June.
You see, he's...
Oh yes, no, that's my love of perfume. Honestly, that's my love of perfume. Honestly, I use perfume when I shave, so
that's nice.
It gives me a grey hair, which I love. Thank God. I don't see anybody what I see Gambia. I did a radio program at West Coast Radio, Breaking the Barriers, for 2 years, without a sponsorship, without anybody giving me a dime. United Nations Development Program, UNDP, United Nations Volunteers, UNP, and Volnet of the Gambia and the Gambia government, they recognized my service after 2 years. That's when I left Gambia, because I was here for 2 years, just to do that, just to sensitize, because there was this program called PAGE. It was a national blueprint program for accelerated growth and employment. I was there at the drafting, when we were drafting the PAGE at Karabakh. I was there, I had an input. And my last input was, PAGE has to be sensitized. If we don't sensitize it, it will not hit home. And if it doesn't hit home, then it will be just like a white elephant blueprint. But it will not, people will not make decisions. So I decided to take money to have a radio program. I called the program Breaking the Barriers. That's how Breaking the Barriers came into effect. I approached Peter Gomez. Actually, it was meant to be for JRS. I spoke to Lamemanga, my Sumajabat, and he said, oh yeah, come and do a demo. We went and do a demo and blah, 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 blah. And I end up seeing us doing programs similar to Breaking the Barriers, like if I was in what I am, or Chain Maker Show. Everything started from Breaking the Barriers, because that was my idea. I never disputed with anybody. I called Peter Gomez. I explained to him what I intended to do, and Peter told that it was a fantastic idea.
It used to be nice.
Don't even, let's not talk on the phone, come to the office. I sped to the office, and we sat down, I showed him the idea, the ball. He gave me, this was on a Friday or something. No, Thursday or Friday. And he categorically gave me money to start the program. Because I showed him my subsequent programs, 10 subsequent programs, and he loved it. So that's how Breaking the Barriers started. And it was a sponsor. I was doing it for 2 years. It was raining, and sometimes I didn't walk from my house there to West Coast Radio. Nobody pays me to do that job. I never see Yaya Jammeh into that. All I saw is my patriotism, my love for Gambia. Right now, President Jammeh is not here. He is not here for the past one.
Do you hear from President Jammeh?
You don't hear me. I said this earlier on. I don't communicate with President Jammeh.
But you know people who communicate with him, and they will tell you, Mr. Mbowe, President Jammeh is saying,
I don't know who is communicating with President Jammeh right now, who is talking to me. I don't know any. Because if that was the case, I would have turned that person to tell President Jammeh that we have 17 million debt to pay to Jammeh. I don't. Listen, my focus right now, and my attention, and everything, I left my wife in England, and a 10-year-old son. I swear to God. This is how I mean business. I have to get on with these things. Otherwise, the way President Jammeh left the country, I should have left the country, because if at all, I was only doing it for President Jammeh. I am doing it for my country. Gambia, mama nyor. Lenan nyoruma. Lota dauma. I did not go nowhere. I'm not intending to go. Even right now, I will be here until I am no longer the managing director of the Observer. That's when I will go and buy my one-way ticket and go back to my family. But my wife over there and my kids, they all understood me. They are with me in this because they know how much I love my country. So of course, I'm not doing anything for eye service or lip service or anything. I'm doing it for the sole love of my country, my patriotism.
And then you're watching the Gambian Talents promotion. There it goes with me, Fatou Samba, on the forum. We will talk about what you never heard from anybody. Pa Modou is hot. Sure. You see him, but I am hotter than him.
I can see that.
See him on Barangolala. But anyway, Pa Modou,
yes.
Coming back to Augustus prom, yes, somebody just text right now on Facebook. Job said, we learned that Augustus prom will replace Pa Modou as the new MD.
Oh, Augustus would have then take the car keys.
But maybe they're planning something.
Oh, they're planning.
Do you know?
No. Honestly, no.
He didn't say anything about
Augustus Prom came to the office yesterday when I was in there. Augustus Prom never go inside the office because Augustus Prom, he knows that this office have an MD. So he have to find my number and call me first, you know, to get my permission, even for me to invite him to come over. This is how much respect this man gave me. So when I spoke to him yesterday, we have an appointment for today, 10 o'clock in the morning. Right? 10 o'clock in the morning, he phoned me again. I said, yes, I'm in the office. He came with his staff, and you know, we sat down. We welcomed him. And he just explained to us that he is our receiver. He's not here to manage Observer. He's our receiver by the government.
But do you actually read the story that Observer published on Tuesday about, on Wednesday rather, that Augustus is coming to take Observer?
Yeah, because they don't know. They're just writing whatever.
But as the managing director, you should know about this.
No, they never even. We were never so. Even Sadie was sidelined. If you look at the Observer currently, my name is not at the back with Sadie. They took it out.
But Mr. Mbowe, as the managing director, I think you should know everything that's going on at that place.
No, not right now.
So how are you coping with the situation?
No,
because you were telling me that you always want the truth, you want people to know about the truth, and they're not giving you your right. What are you doing about that?
Yeah, because I confined the meeting, they never turn up. I'm not going to hold their hands and force them to come. I am waiting on them because they cannot remove me from Observer. I'm waiting for them to come to their senses. Pour gars yi naan seen garab yi. Dañ need pour naan seen paracetamol yi ak naka lañ ko waxee antibiotics. They didn't go on. So the man allow pour gars yi naan garab for them to come back and to their senses so that we can sit down and talk. Because that's the atmosphere I have created at Observer. Open door policy and open-minded policy. So this is what I was expecting. I sanctioned a meeting and they never had a meeting with me, but they choose to have a meeting with GPU. Sekou Jame came to my office seeking for permission to have a meeting with my staff. I said, go ahead, no problem. I gave him the go ahead to have a meeting with them because I want them to come back to their senses, you know, so that we can continue what we're doing. Because I was not voted into office. They only saw me when I came with my letter.
All right, Mr. Mbowe is hot. I tell you, this man is hot, but he will meet me here. I am the owner of this place. But anyway, you guys are watching the Gambian Talents Forum. This is how we always do it. Whenever there is critical situation in the country, we don't have anything to do but as journalists to find out about the situation and then, you know, bring it to the public eye and then, you know, talk about it. And we are so much grateful of Mr. Mbowe for accepting. Not everybody would have loved to come to the forum. Anyway, Mr. Mbowe, we will love to know, how do you feel about your staff? Do you feel they betrayed or disappointed, or are you satisfied, or you are not happy with them about what they did, you know, going out to protest without telling you at the moment?
I swear to Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, I just prayed to my prayers. I forgive every single one of them. Because they don't know me. I wish they do. Try to doing all this. They don't know me. I forgive them. I forgive every single one of them. And that is from the bottom of my heart. Because I know they don't know me. I forgive them. Jegal na len. Billahi wa rasul. I'm on camera. I wish they could have just go through the right channels. Like I used to sit down and say, Mr. You know, we are having a problem with you. We don't want you anymore. We don't want you to do this. I will tell them to give me time to sort out the GRA issue, because I don't want them to feel that I'm running away. I want to go to public GRA. I want to win GRA for my staff. I want to win GRA for my staff, for them to be working in a conducive environment, whereby they will not be looking over their shoulder. If I do it, if I finish with that, then I will sit them down and say, well, listen, if you have any manager that you have in mind, call him to come and I give him the position to go. But they never do that. They were, like I just told you earlier, they never take their medicines. So I don't respond to that. I see that as a child's play, as somebody who's just seeking attention, because they never had that. They were managers in Observer. You don't dare greet them. You don't dare say hello to them. I'm on camera.
Who told you? Because you were not an observer.
No, they told me because of the way I'm treating them. I will go and drink attire with the security. I will give them money to buy attire.
Observer money or your personal?
My money? What do you mean observer? I don't control observer money. That's a financial controller. I take my money and give it to them for attire. I listen to them. I go and sit down with them and listen to them.
Who are those managers? Who do they tell you?
No, why would I don't want to mention names because I'm not which one thing. I'm just telling you. They know themselves. And if you ask the staff, they will tell you if they are honest enough. Because they told me, I don't know it, I was not there. But they told me, oh MD, the managers we used to have, they were like deities. You dare not to even say good morning to them, let alone to have an open discussion with them. Say they attest to me.
So you feel disappointed?
No. I felt that I gave them too much. I blame myself. I gave them what nobody else gave me.
All right, so Mr. Mo, tell me, as from Monday, going back to the office, are you going to change your policy? Because giving them that access, the open door policy, and then you believe that they mismanage or you blame yourself for them doing certain things. Are you going to change? Are you going to stress on them?
No.
Or are you just going to be the same person?
No. I will not change for nobody. That's my management principles, and it works anywhere else you go in the world. Maybe in Gambia it doesn't, but it works anywhere you go. You have an open door policy. You have an open-minded policy, whereby you can sit down and talk. I talk to my management, on a Monday, every Monday, on a weekly basis. Management, all the management, accounts, how to call it, IT, production. Marketing, they all convert in my office and we draw, our projections, for the week and, the previous week. Assessment on what transpired and what we're going to do, how we're going to generate more money, how can we deal with our current debts, blah, blah, blah. We brainstorm, we bring ideas and come to a conclusion.
Pa Modou, I was at the protest, but everybody was surprised. Myself, I was even running after the Pa Modou star, but I could not even get Pa Modou because Tankaida forgot. Anyway, Pa Modou, you were so fast. Before knowing anything, Pa Modou is gone. Is it like that, when you left your office? Because seeing everybody glad, I think you could have said hello and left. And all of those things.
No. I think that was not a hello moment, Nangendef moment. It wasn't. Because I am the most arrogant person in this world. That is, if you act in that way. See, my personality, honestly, it depends on how you act on it. It's entirely dependent on the individual. If you want it nice, I am the nicest person on earth. If you want to be a horrible person, oh, come on, man, listen. Mr. Mandela, you coming to me?
You are Mr.
Oh,
Mandela.
hell yeah.
I was thinking Yaya Jammeh will be angry with you, Pa Modou, telling us Mandela here. I think you would have said Mr. Jammeh because Yaya my one, but
listen to me. Yaya Jammeh is next to nothing to me, compared to me. If you are scared of Yaya Jammeh, please mind Pa Modou Mbowe. I am worse than President Jammeh in terms of administration. Listen, I rule with iron fist. I do that. Because you have to get your points across. You have to. But then again, whatever is it that you do, you have to have a human face with it. Even the law, it does apply a human face sometimes. And this is what we're doing. Let's bring the principles, let's make the principles right, and we rule it with iron fist. It's got to be done.
Mr. Mo, we want to know what is next for Pa Modou Mbowe. What is next for you? What is next for you?
Next is, really to draw an intensive program that will have to recover our debts, the 3 million that companies owe us, including JRA, 99,000. Yes, JRA owe us 99,000.
And you owe them?
17 million.
Oh, okay.
Well, if JRA is not paying us, how can we pay them? We want to recover our debts so that, we can pay. Our financial obligations can be met, because newspaper sales alone cannot even solve our petty cash, let alone buying our consumables. Talk less about paying salaries, because we spend $20,000 to print the newspaper and we get $8,000, $9,000 in return for selling them. But the content in the paper, that is the news and the advertisements, that brings in money. So this is what we're going to be working on to get more companies to come on board, advertise more, do more, apply more professionalism. Our guys are still doing, some of them are doing training at GPU, including even Mariatu. Training, she's going to be, they are training trainers, training for what she's doing. And there are other freelancers as well who are doing training right now. So that, we can maintain that professionalism. Because when the information minister, Deba Ali Jao came to, when he came to Observer on his media tour, he came to Observer first because he was once from Observer, right? But what he found out Observer, the way we keep our records, we have our data, everything how we set up, he gave us a compliment. It's on the paper to prove it that what he saw Observer, he haven't seen in any newspaper, which every single one of them was elated. And even we have to publish that the following day in our publication. So it means, we are on the right track. It's just that there is no quick fix to the problems that are inherited. There's no quick fix.
All right.
Unless we know a Samaritan give us like $20 million or $50 million right now, then we will be in a good nick. Pay our 17 million and pay 1.1 million to Social Security. Ali Kadra, Pro Graphics, Modern Stationery, Equa Energy, we pay them and we pay the staff their June and July salary, then yes, everything will be
but Pa Modou, right now, salary is very important to me. If there is no salary, there is no hair, there is no shoe, there is no clothes. But anyway, what are you trying to do about the salary?
Well, it's nothing to do with me, it's everything to do with the marketing team. Because they are responsible for bringing that money in, and also to bring in new contracts. It's a responsibility. We give them fares. We give them credit allowance for their mobile phones, so that they can call any company that they want to go and visit, prior to going. So we give them fares, we give them credit allowance, and we pay them salaries. So we're expecting them to perform, to go and bring us our monies. We can pay the salary. Do you think you need your salary more than I do as the managing director? Managing director of a company, now there is end of month, you have to buy a bag of rice, you have to do this and that, the other. Do you think there is any genuine explanation at the home front? There wouldn't be.
Then so mother will just hold you.
Say, where are you putting your money at? That's how I'm saying. So really, everybody needs their money, and the staff will genuinely attest. If you ask them, they will tell you. I have always prioritized salaries. Any company that comes to Observer towards the ending of the month, they never have any single butut from me. I always instruct my financial controller, who is Mr. Bojang, that don't pay any outstanding debt except salaries. When we finish salaries, then we start paying debts that we inherit.
All right, that is very important. This is my guest today, Mr. Pa Modou Mbowe. Pa Modou, I would love you to tell our beautiful listeners, viewers, about who Pa Modou is. Who is Pa Modou?
Oh.
Who is Pa Modou?
That's really nice. It would have been nice if I was like Gewel to be able to tag myself.
What's the imam? Kayo Pa Modou sa man ni kada ko man ni sa pori bunyi. Yep si style bala na.
No, mayahu nak magis ni. Oh. Aku lajar sama jabat. Jalaw ada mayahu. Oh. Okay, Pa Modou, yes, Pa Modou Mbowe. I'm 49, going 50. I'm here. Father of 5, Yes. Partly, live most of my adult life in England. My wife is there, my kids. I have 3 kids, 2 of them in England and 1 in Sweden. And I have 2 grown-ups ones here. 1 is married and the other one is not.
Anyway, by the way, congratulations to Mr. Pa Modou Mbowe. We learned that he got married to the beautiful our Jabata of Jactis. Is it so, Mr. Mbowe?
Oh, yes, it is.
But it was, you were a big man for that being the case in Gambia. A lot of people know you, but this married, it's like, really, anyway.
I am not a big man.
But our Jawata then, she's a celebrity.
Oh, she is?
Yeah, she is.
She worked for Jatias for 9 good years.
Yeah, and she's doing good.
She's doing well.
So how comes the marriage we don't hear from anyone?
Because, we are not doing it anyway for people. The people that are supposed to know, they knew. Yeah, we're doing it, because we're doing it for the sake of Allah. We are not doing like celebrity thing or doing anything. It's just something that, it's got to be done, and that's what we're doing.
All right, Mr. Mo, we have a few questions for you. Somebody say, somebody by the name Adama Tipo Ba said, Pa Modou Mbowe, please be diplomat. Somebody said, Mr. Tamsir Kebe said, Madam Journalist, this is not a comedy show. And anyway, behave yourself. This is Pa Modou for us. Pa Modou is a man, you know, who accepts people. So for me, whenever I see somebody who accepts me, I just go all the way.
Celebrate.
Anyway, yes, then let them not mind me.
No.
Gambians
are no good at celebrating each other. That's why they're having trouble with it.
Go back to that. I would
Gambians are not used to celebrating each other. So that's why, you know, they find it always, it's always a problem to them to see somebody celebrating somebody else. We have problems celebrating each other. We don't make stars. We break stars. That's what we do. Indeed, we break stars. That's what Mr. Pa Modou Mbowe just said. I love that statement. Anyway, somebody by the name Burama Jala say, Pa Modou, stack all your staff. This is just bad. You try for Daily Observer. Somebody by the name Paul Isenya said, Daily Observer, Pa Modou said, he is wasting time than Jammeh. Gambia country, many dictators. Another person by the name Babukar Barrow say, man, you should resign now. What do you think about that? Gentlemen, no, I'm not resigning. I'm not resigning because I have a task to do. I have a job to do. I have accomplishments to get. I have, how to call it, how can I put it? The best way, I want to leave a legacy at Observer. Which, of course, you know, it started, but I mean, they will come to know. Because blessings do normally come in disguise. I took this as a blessing. When even started, say this started talking, I said, no, listen to me, my brother. The blessings normally come in blessing. That's Allah's way. Because He created us. You know, anything that seems, you know, not good is bound to be made to be good. That's why blessings are in disguise. Right? I want to leave a legacy at Observer that no manager have ever managed to do during that time. Whether it's 6 months, or whether it's 1 year, whether it's 2 years, or 4 years, or 5 years, depending on the time I come there. I vow this. If I don't want to stay with my promise, I could have left the company. It's easy for me to leave the company. Easy. Honestly, just to buy one thing and get better off. Easy. But I am not into that. I'm not into that. I want to fulfill my promise. I want to make sure our Daily Observer is a different Daily Observer from what I inherited. 99%. Alhamdulillah, we are steps closer. Yeah? Like we all know that there is no quick fix to certain things, especially the company that we inherit a lot of debts to the tunes of millions of dollars. You know, you need time. I don't need all the time in the world. No, I just need some time, space, breathing space, so that we can apply together as a team to apply policy that we think that, you know, is necessary or is profitable and is the way forward for the company.
All right. There is a text message here for Sise, and it reads, are you afraid that you will not get another job, Mr. Pa Modou Mbowe, because you were appointed through the back way? Mr. Sise asked that question.
Well, no, I'm not afraid, because I can simply go back to England and do a job that would pay me better, more than, you know, I'm receiving right now. So honestly, it's nothing to do with, you know, being afraid or anything. I have never been afraid in my life. I've never been afraid in my life. Like I told you, I've never worked for government. I've never even applied for a job. Everything that I did here in the country here, it was all voluntary. It was all out of my own expenses. Nobody have ever paid me. Like I told you, Breaking the Barrier show was one. I had a football academy from 2004. You know, and there was free of charge as well. I have over 92 kids that were there enrolled, you know, in my academy. Then nobody has ever paid me one dime to be part of that. And Sister Njai, you know, Khadija Tumbo, they all came out of that academy as the sports presenters. They were the pioneers of the young generation of sports presenters. They were the first to air the famous sports fight when the inception in 2004. That was through Coach Right Academy.
Okay, this is the man, Mr. Pa Modou Mbowe. is my guest today. It's interesting, it's inspiring. As the one would say, here it goes, we having a discussion. You will know what you don't know before, and this will be the moment you will learn something that should get into your head. And then move, it's the Gambian Talents Forum. Nobody dares to follow Gambian Talents. If you follow them, you just got to be at the back, because it is us. We are young people ruling the world. Anyway, another text message from Mohammed Dukure, and it reads, how did you manage to get the job first when you have no journalistic qualifications?
I will answer the second part and the first one. The second part is my TOR is not to bring in music. My TOR is not to be an editor. My TOR is not to be a layout editor, right? My TOR is to manage all the departments, right? So I don't need any journalistic skills really to do that, but I need management skills, which I have, right? So how I get the job, I don't know. I was called to the office of the Secretary to Cabinet, Adam Angom, and said to me, Pa Modou, you have a letter. I went there, I found the letter, I took the letter and opened it, and I read it. It was an employment as the managing director of Daily Observer. I never applied for it. I never wished for it, but it happens. Good things just happen, out of, for good people.
Alright guys, you're watching the Gambian Talents promotion. As he said, he was not appointed to do layout, neither for him to do editing, but to manage Daily Observer. That is what he said. Not I said it, but Pa Modou said that. Anyway, another text message from Pa Jadugure, and it reads, how are you going to do with your staff as far as they lose confidence in you?
Well, he should be asking the staff, because like I said earlier on, I forgive them because they don't know me. They just saw me on the 19th of December. They don't know me. Some of them, they don't even see me before. They never saw me before, honestly. They don't know me. So I forgive them. It's up to them now, to just come and, be reconcile and, get on with the job. That's more important to me. And now that, we have a receiver, in Augustus Prom and Associates, well, of course, we just have to get on with what we have to do. We just have to get on with what we have to do. That is more important to me. Listen, Fatou, I have had so many insults over the Facebook. It never moved me one bit. It never stops me from being who I am, or changing me for who I ever will be. I am Pa Modou, and I will always be Pa Modou Mbowe. Gorgiru Dao, the last man standing.
Anyway, Mr. Mo, that is very interesting. I have a text message from Adumbai, and it reads, when your employees don't have confidence in you, it's time to pack up and save the company place. It's time to go broke.
Well, that's his opinion. But you want to read? Earlier on, you read somebody who was, praising us. Huh? But these are opinions. Yalla sa munta satisfy doomi adama. Su tawé ñu ne taw bi bari na. Su tawuté ñu ne yow drought. Su naaj bi tangé ñu ne naaj bi tangana. Su sédé ñu ne naaj bi dafa wara ñëw. Even God cannot please human beings. So I am not trying to please human beings. What I'm trying to do is to make Observer a better company. Yes? And I cannot do that in the absence of the staff. So I am expecting them for us to come and sit down and reconcile. You understand what I'm saying? Or at least let's have a meeting. Let's not even reconcile. Let's not even repeat what happened. I am moving ahead because I already gave my word to Augusto Prom and Associate. Right? I gave my word to Sadie as well. I gave my word to Bojang, who left my office prior to me leaving the office today, for me to sign the checks for our publication on our Monday publication. So really and truly, awma harama yala for Ken, awma luma ajibaji and nobody. All I have to do right now, all I'm interested in, for us to sit down and iron a way out. Right? Let's iron our differences. Right? They have all the access to me. All. I give them all the access. I have an open door policy. I said that from the beginning. I have an open-minded policy as well as Observer. They can come to my office and say, listen, MD, they did it before. I wanted to raise salary. I wanted to raise salary of 5 staff that were in Observer for more than 16 years, and their salaries is the same. Jena Babaji, Aji Sagar, my secretary, Maria Tungom, whom I gave double responsibilities to oversee marketing, and she is the deputy editor-in-chief. Kausu Jani, who spent 19 years at Observer and still receiving $3,500 a month, with wife and kids. You understand? They stormed into my office. They came, oh, MD, no, we heard that, you want to increase salaries, this and that. Why can't you do, no, that was not what they said. If you have to do that, it has to be across the board. I said, yes, it's going to be across the board. But I will start with the ones that spend a lot of time in the company and they still are in less than 5,000 baht. I have to consider those people because their input, not even the time that they spend here, but their input during the time that I'm here is so impressive that they deserve an increment. So if I start it from them, then I can choose another set, for the next month and the next month. And by the time every staff salary will be increased. They said no. Finally, Fatou, I agreed to what they said. I said, yeah, if that is what you guys want, yes, I left it to, leave the sleeping dog to lie. I called my financial controller and said to him, listen, let's scrap the increment. Because this is what the staff want.
And how is your father feeling about you employing him, recently during the protest?
My father don't even felt that, I employed him. My father was saying that, he is coming to help us. Because the accounts department, I told you earlier on, everybody's concerned in Observer. I swear to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
But during the protest, it was not like that.
No, because
they were like, Pa Modou, you brought your father in the office for him to be our accountant and suspend, his subordinate.
No, the suspension was before even the hiring. Before we contract him, the suspension took place first. Then James came to me and said, listen, I cannot handle the department on my own. I can't. Especially if there are auditors and stuff. I will not be able to control it. Right now, we have Sona who is practically dormant because she can't do nothing. She's just there to go and take checks and cash money and come back. That's all she can do. Ndai Mata is the other one who is the helper, and they is not in the position of helping him outright to be dealing with the day-to-day runnings of the company. So he suggested me to hire uncle. He even called him uncle. I said, no, he's not uncle. He's not my uncle. He's my father. He said, no, what? I said, yeah, he's my father. He said, no, MD, regardless of whether he's your father or not, we need his expertise because my father was meant to come and do training for them for free of charge. This is how they came to know him. He outlined the training programs and gave it to Gojang, the financial controller, as well as James, the one who was requesting him. When they go through it, they knew that this man knew exactly what he's saying. So the man came to save us. The man came to revamp our accounts department.
And this
like I told you earlier,
of
course it did. March, we don't go take any overdraft. We pay salaries from the 28th. From the 28th of March, we start paying salaries. By the time the end of March, every single worker at Observer received their salary.
Okay.
And April. It is only May that it was delayed because of the closure.
All right, Mr. Mo, right now the Daily Observer have been, talk of town. Everybody talk about the Daily Observer, people not having their salaries, management, and so on and so forth. With the new government, what message do you have for the new government? If Jana was here, I think Observer would not have been in this position. So with the new government, what are you going to say?
I don't know about that. With the new government, yes. Just like I believe it when I was on South Connect, Lamijak interviewed me and asked me the same question. I'm just pleading to the government for them to levy the tax on media houses because the tax is too high. Senegal, that's what they have to apply what I did. They levy only tax on the media houses. That's why they have a vibrant one. They have a very vibrant one. We don't have government subsidies. There is no newspaper in the Gambia here that have subsidies from the government. And Observer having 105 staff to 120 staff, of course, we are creating employment for God's sake. Because all those people were meant to be in the street, or being in the queue, sending CVs everywhere. But no, we're keeping them. We're managing with them. We're expecting at least a leniency, if nothing. But Mr. Barrow, come on.
Mr. Barra, the man is talking to you, Mr. Barra.
You know the drill. You're talking about press freedom. You're talking about freedom of speech. Do something. You can do it. You only have the only one with the powers to do so. We are pleading to you leniency. Take the levy on the tax on media houses so that we can be more vibrant. We can employ more people. We can pay them on time.
What are we expecting from Observer? Is Observer going to be the Observer it used to be before, or is Observer going to change its way of doing things?
What do you mean before?
Before we have seen Observer every time headlines. It's always the president. But recently, when you came, it was a big change. We have been seeing Observer being independent, but in most cases, it's more of president, the negative part of the new government. I'm going to see something like that.
No, actually, you're going to see the happening. What is going on here? Whatever is going on and it's newsworthy. Yes. We will report. We will push in our paper. If it is not newsworthy, no. If it is something that will bring chaos in this country, we will not participate in that. Because really and truly, we love our country. It's forward with the Gambia. It's not backward with the Gambia, but forward with the Gambia.
This is the man himself, Mr. Pa Modou Mbowe. Pa Modou just show them this again, so that they can know that finally Pa Modou have all the papers that Yaya Jammeh, former president of the Gambia, owned Daily Observer. You were saying it right here. It's here. It's here. Pa Modou, who give you this?
Augustus Crum gave it to me this morning when we had our meeting at my office. He gave it to me. He presented it to me because we are going to court with Jare on Monday morning, and he wants me to present this to the courts as well, to show them that they are our receiver. Right? Okay. Yes, so I got it from him. Augustus Crum. It is actually us with Westwood and one another company. It is three of us that they are receiving.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
3 companies.
Alright guys, if you're listening and watching the Gambian Talents promotion, there it goes. This is the man himself, Mr. Pa Modou Mbowe, live on the Gambian Talents promotion. He's here to clear the air. He said Mr. Augustus Crum give him this document that Yaya Jammeh, former president of the Gambia, owned the Daily Observer together with other companies. Anyway, Pa Modou will be going to the court on Monday, inshallah. We would surely be there to know what Observer have for GRA and what GRA have for Observer. Mr. Mbowe, your final words to our viewers.
Oh, I just have to thank them for joining us. It's been wonderful. And also, I will just love for them to just take heed. Let them just calm down and relax. Let's not be happy to see somebody fall down. This is not Gambia. It's not Gambia. Well, we need to help each other. We need to work as a team. We need to consolidate. We need to lay down our arms and cease fire. There is no elections that is taking place. There is no elections whatsoever that is taking place. Right now it's all about rolling our sleeves and make our hands dirty in national development. That is the only way forward. Otherwise we'll be wasting time here. You understand? The country will not achieve what it's supposed to. You understand? So my appeal, my final words will be, Observer, let's get on with what we have to do. We need help. We need our staff. We need, we need their input. We need the Gambia. We need the companies, our development partners. We need our clients. We need everybody to come on board for us to make, Gambia better. So this is what we are advocating. We are trying to be as independent as possible. Don't expect to see biasness or one partial reporting, not under my tenure. You will see an independent and balanced reporting from the Daily Observer as far as I'm there. So what I would like to conclude with is to say that I genuinely love you all from the bottom of my heart. I don't wish to be any other nationality.
Are you going to resign? Just tell them right now.
I'm even thinking about it. I am not going to resign.
Alright guys.
I am not going to resign. Please. Cease fire, lay down your arms, and know that I am the managing director of the Daily Observer still, and still I'm going to be until the courts in November decided that they're going to freeze or they're going to stop Observer from publication. Right? Because my staff, I never go into an election to be voted in as a managing director. Right? So let them get that. I think they got that information now that they took their antibiotics.
Alright, from the man himself, this is Pa Modou Mbowe, hands up, hands down. This is not the end of the interview. Yes, This man is here and he already said he's not into politics for now. He's into walk for the Daily Observer only. Mr. Mbowe, we would want to take a walk with you.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks so much for your time.
No problem.
It's interesting having you today. You have cleared the air. It depends on people to accept whether that's the reality or not. But all what you're supposed to do, you already did it. And we're saying thank you, we're saying merci, we're saying jarama.
I have to say thank you to you too.
You know.
And Pa Usman as well for contacting me. Because the air needs to be clear. We need to do that. We live in an environment where the day that, you know, the truth that we talk is up to the people now to analyze. But I don't have to lie to anybody. Man yalla rek la ragal. Man ragal ma nit, man kuma xam na ne man ragal ma nit. Man yalla la ragal.
All right.
Right? And I will say the truth even though it is against me. So please, let's just cease fire and just get on with and get our hands to it.
All right, guys, you were asking if Pa Modou still have the card. It's outside. We will get to go with Pa Modou.
Oh,
just
okay.
to see all of those things.
All right.
You know, yes. I always tell you guys.
By the way, James Campbell is on the line.
Oh, James, talk to him. You can.
Okay, let me just.
talk to
James.
him.
Good afternoon. How are you, my brother?
He's talking to James Campbell.
Oh, James, we were just having. I'm just
interesting.
having an interview right now. I'm live on Facebook, actually, to let you know. Okay. They wanted to know whose idea was it to hire Ibrahim Mbowe, Alaji Ibrahim Mbowe.
Yeah, that was
When Gojang was suspended, yes.
and then we need an advisor to come on board, right? To help us to regain the account development back as it was before. Because we were having serious financial constraints at that point of time. And we needed somebody with experience to come on board and assist us. That was when your father came in to assist us.
But whose idea was it? Who suggested it?
This was our idea.
Oh, okay. There it goes. Pa Modou is clear.
Thank you very much, James. Thank you ever so much. I'll call you in a bit. I will just finish the interview,
more
right?
about
Okay.
the issue about Pa Modou's dad being employed. James himself, the man, said it was not Pa Modou's idea, but another person at the office idea. So let's go inside to see
And
whether...
now you're getting to know that I'm a truthful man. Oh, alhamdulillah.
This is the Observer one, you know.
Yo,
I'm still with Pa
take the
Modou.
front bill and the back one too.
All right.
And then you can come inside. Let me show you.
This is the Observer one. This is the Daily Observer one. Yes, Observer one is right here, and Mr. Pa Modou Mbowe is having the car. But Mr. Mbowe, just look at the car.
Yeah.
I just cannot understand. This is not.
Oh yeah.
attractive.
No, I had a shock with it. Yeah, I had a shock with it. So it will be done. But everything is monies. So it's not important to me right now. I don't want to look flashy. I just want to be able to go to A and B to respond to my job. Look at even this windscreen. I found it this way from 19th of December.
You found it this
Yes,
way.
I found it this way.
And who was the last?
The last manager was Rambo, but I don't think it was from him.
okay.
You know, but I don't even worry about it. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about material. I have been there and done it. My son is 26 years. My son is 26 years. The one day were accusing me that he's my bodyguard.
I thought he was a bodyguard. I'm saying. Anyway,
It's my son. So I've did it. I've got the T-shirt in number 10. I've seen it all. I was a millionaire woman gave me papers in England. I swear to Allah, I've been there and done it.
All right.
Right now,
Let's get in, Mr. Mbowe. Let's get in.
let me rev it engine.
Yes.
All right, AC is on as well,
Oh, that's interesting. Mr. Mbowe, thanks so much for your time.
Oh, you're welcome, darling. You're welcome. Fatou.
Thanks
Fatou
so
and
much.
Ramatulai. Ramatulai actually is my daughter.
All right.
I have a daughter named Ramatulai. The one I told you, she's born in England.
All
She's
right.
there in Birmingham.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr.
Oh, pleasure
Mbowe.
all mine.
This is the car key, right?
car.
You guys have seen it. Observer when he's with him.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, he said he's not leaving. He's not planning to leave.
No.
So on Monday, Pa Modou and GRA, that is Daily Observer, will be going to
11 o'clock. You watch
11
us out.
o'clock.
Yeah, watch it
Okay,
out.
inshallah, we would surely
Stay
be there.
tuned, man. We'll give you all the details. Me over good over evil. I will emerge victorious, inshallah. Over
you get it.
I will emerge victorious, inshallah.
All right, guys, thank you.
All right, see you on Monday,
If you're
inshallah.
listening and watching Gambian Talents promotion, I'm saying thank you to you all. It's the forum. We will always come every time to bring exclusive interviews for you. Don't move. It's Fatou Samba. This is my guest today. Pa Modou Mbowe. Am I going to say my boy or my mom?
Your boy.
My boy.
Yeah, boy. I'm a boy. All right.
All right, thank you, Mr. Mo.
All right, Fatou.
All right,
Thank you so
thank you.
much. Thank you. Thank you.